Welcome to 86 This. I am Jim Casio. To my right is Chef James Chew from Pelham Bay Split Rock Golf Course. Frank Henderson, which we need a little bit of an update on what's going on with Frankie, because last time everybody heard, I think it was episode 2 or maybe 1 or maybe 3.
It was 3.
Frank's opening the restaurant. You heard his pain, like we all endure opening restaurants. So, Frankie, what's the latest and the greatest? Let us know.
Latest and the greatest is I had a pass on it.
No! Serious?
Yeah, I got a pass on it.
What?
You know.
What? You need a hug?
Nah.
You want a hug? Give me a hug.
No hugs.
Give me a hug.
No, you know.
If anybody heard that episode, which is not out at this particular point while we're talking, but it's coming out in
episode 3.
Oh yeah. It's all Frank on a rant. Frank on a rant. And we just wanted to give you an update on what was going on. Well, that sucks.
That does suck.
Ah.
That does suck. But not done. It just
a bump in the road.
Did that friendship survive?
Yeah, always gonna be friends. You know.
Is that who it was? It was friends that you were hooking up with?
Yeah, it was friends. It just someone that knows restaurants, and then people that don't. Just because you drink and eat in a restaurant doesn't make you understand how business is. But, everybody thinks they know that part. And if we can't be on the same page before we open, I'm not opening. Right. So. But listen, business is business. You know what I'm saying?
Smart move. You know what? You knew.
I want to make movies.
Before contracts were signed, before anything was like in writing,
you
got out. And you know what? If you're still friends.
I'm still friends.
You're still looking, so you never know what's going to happen.
Right. If it wasn't for my other 2 businesses, and I could spend 100% of my time at the place, I would have do it already.
And I don't know if anybody else knows who's watching right now, but Frank isn't eating a thing tonight. He's not chomping on anything. He's not hiding a bag of chips underneath the table. And
so I will say, very sorry for that.
Yeah.
I was eating.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not.
It was a long day, and we started taping, and I didn't eat, so I had one of those what is that? The fruit, the nuts, the mixed nuts bag. So after one of those, they just keep going, and I didn't think I was gonna be. I didn't think I was gonna be on video chomping, chewing like a cow. You know what I'm saying?
Frank, let's just be clear. It was a mixed nut bag.
Yeah. I forgot what it is. It
was trail mix.
Yeah, there you go, trail mix. But yeah, there you go.
Anybody watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and help us out. We talk about Chef Chews here, of course. We never get a chance to kind of like talk to Chew a little bit and see what's going on in the world of the chef and executive chefs. What's going on with executive chefs? Are they disappearing in the world?
I think so. I think we're like a dying breed right now.
Ooh. So, nobody wants to.
We're overqualified, and we can't afford that salary.
Yeah, and you know what? In a lot of positions in the executive level, is that you have to do almost a lot more work now. And again, you were always a hard worker.
Work has never been a problem.
Yeah. You always.
I'm not an office chef.
No. And I don't even know if you know how to do that. You know why? Because it's not in your. It's not in bread.
Very little time after
Yeah. And I think all those type of jobs, who the pencil pushers or who think that I'm gonna just hide up in the office.
It's okay.
And hide from the daunting task of the daily operation, I think they're gone. And they're going to be gone for a long time because you got to cut costs. So who's going to be able to take up those costs? The salary people are going to have to take on that responsibility for all those costs.
See, and I'm the type of guy, if the dishwasher doesn't show up, I'm in the pit.
Yeah. No, I know that.
It's not even a second thought. So, they're going to get what they pay for,
And you're not the only one. It's countrywide right now, which is very scary. Forget about New York. New York is it's desolate right now. It's just horrible what's happening. And if you've been on 86this.net's website, you can see some chefs that are on there who some of them asked me for jobs. We're a big presence on LinkedIn, and all I do is get, do you have a job for me? Do you have a job for me? Can you post my stuff on your website? And it's unbelievably said. And I shouldn't even say it's countrywide, it's worldwide right now, where and very talented people like yourself, Chew, who are not working right now, which is so sad. And if you go on a website, you can check out some really talented people who I want to do a shout out to a couple of people before we begin, because they were there in the beginning when we first started the whole 86 This world. We put together a website, and they were the first to support it. And one of the people is Chef Anthony Esquivel, who is from Izakaya Sushi Restaurant, which is one of the best in the country. He's one of the chefs there, and I'd like to thank him for supporting. He got on, he sent me pictures, he goes, put me on your website. Also, executive chef Sajaman Vasu, who is a garde manger, who does amazing work with garde manger. If anyone doesn't know what it is, they do the carvings and the ice sculptures that you see at events. This man does amazing stuff. Check it out on 86this.net. It's all there. And a woman named Chef Kristen Brangwen, she's the pastry chef from Grand Hyatt Nashville. And she put, again, very supportive, sent photos so we can start to create the brand 86this. And I say thank you to all of you for helping us out. Isa, also, who is our,
my man.
Oh yeah, he's our camera guy, editor. He does it all. And he's been with us since the first show and endures all the nonsense that we put out there. And thank you. And get ready because we're going on location because we have our stuff. We're going to go live in a couple of weeks, which is going to be a lot of fun. But getting back to what's going on. So what do you do, Chew? So what do you do now? So, there's no jobs that I know it. I know it too from my level.
Well, I had to pretty much reinvent myself. I started doing meal preps. I do some small parties here and there, and I think at this stage in my life, I don't mind working for someone, but I think I'm gonna have to just cut my own path.
Yeah. And you know what? Again, Richie from Momo's Sports Bar was here last week, and he's in Holbrook and Bayport, and he says he has to hand it to people who had to recreate their brand during the pandemic. And he was patting me on the back for this. I said, but I got a lot of help. I got professionals behind me. I got Frank, I got you, I got Bill. And I said, so I'm very lucky to have that, where some people don't have that. Right now people are looking for jobs, and it's like they can't pay. Or what are you gonna do? You're gonna move to Texas? You're gonna move to California? Are you gonna move to? Or where are you gonna go?
Right.
I just got some people who are interested in me, and I don't even know how they found out about it. Like a place in Texas and a place in Florida, and I'm like, am I picking up my family and moving? Is that my choice right now?
But you gotta look as an owner. They think, and this is where the problem's gonna happen. They think we don't really need an executive chef. Why pay him all that money when a sous chef can do it? Or this little line guy that was at the burger joint flipping stuff coming here. We don't get him. We'll show him, pay him less. And then that's where they don't think where once your food goes down, people run.
Yeah, well, they're not looking to take it to the next level.
No,
they just want to
survive. I understand, but at the same point, you don't risk what you used to have with a good chef. Now you're just going to downgrade, and try to make it work.
Well, and that's what basically happens. It's like you lose a lot. And again, look, there's great sous chefs out there. There's great line cooks who could be sous chefs.
Right. I'm not. I didn't want to disrespect none of them.
No,
I'm just saying, as an owner, they will drop down just to skim off the money. Yeah.
But what they learn
in the long
having you is they lose a lot of dollars.
That's the point.
Some people know how to think, and some know what to think.
Exactly.
And the ones that they're surrounding themselves with is the one that that just listen to
Yes.
what they say
Yeah.
and not think outside the box at all. You know.
So now my next question is, so Chew, if you were a business owner right now during this time, or Frank, you're a bar owner at this time, and you're going through, you just opened, because you know there's thousands of places that just opened during this whole nonsense. Some of them are gone. In fact, most of them are gone. What happens? Do you go through that little thing in your mind where you're like, hey, I need to get people in this place, and I got to do whatever I have to do? Do you pack the place? Do you put people in through that door and say, you know what, this is my livelihood. I'm gonna die right now if I don't get people in the door. As a restaurant owner, if I don't push the envelope a little bit, I'm going out of business. This is my livelihood. I lose everything. Like, you lose everything. And we've all been in business. And you know what the ramifications could be at times.
But that being said, now there's a couple of places out there. Yes, I know one in Mount Sinai. Yes, he pushed the envelope. He made a lot of money. Also, yes, his license got pulled. Okay, but his license got pulled. He was still able to do takeout. Okay, granted, he had to pay the fine. He got his license back. It was only down 2 months. It was a $10,000 fine.
Without the liquor, 2 months?
Without the liquor, 2 months. But the fine was only $10,000. Okay. How much did he make?
I was at a restaurant 2 days ago, and they when I walked in the door, it wasn't, hi, how you doing? It was, I'm sorry, we don't have any cerveza or tequila.
No way. Oh, yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah, they got their license for it. You know?
No, that's brutal. And I know a couple of places that
Yeah, he told me it was 10 after 10 when they came in. That 10 minutes, you know, got their license snatched.
There was a place in Farmingdale that exact same thing happened, and they came 10 minutes after the closing time where you're supposed to have everybody out, and but I did hear there was a confrontation, and I did hear that there was an altercation with the SLA, and they just kind of, the SLA has the power, I guess. I don't know how it actually works, but my cousin went into New York City to get his vaccination at Jacob Javits. Now, this will tell you the restaurant world in New York City. Goes to Mustang Harry's, which is well known on 7th Avenue in New York City. Very busy place. No matter what time you go there, it's extremely busy. And there were 4 people in there, and he was 2. So it's like, you think about, this is New York City. There's 4 people during lunch in Mustang Harry's. Are you kidding me? Not Sally's, Harry's. And it's a famous place. And it's like, you gotta be kidding me. That's not good. Not good for New York City. Not good.
That's definitely not good. Look, I want to backtrack just a little bit.
Yeah.
I went on a job interview. They actually called me. I don't know how they got my name, but they got in touch with me, and it was in Brooklyn. I was at this interview for an hour and 45 minutes. It was probably one of the best interviews I ever had.
Really?
They loved me, and I actually love what was.
Gee, shocker. They love you.
Yeah,
what a shocker.
They actually
I guess
did.
we're losing another one on 86 desk.
And a couple days later, I got an email that I was overqualified.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what I'm looking for.
Overqualified? That's such crap. Are you
fit
kidding me? Overqualified?
It didn't fit into their budget as well.
That I can understand. Okay, all right. That's what it really is. It's like not overqualified. I mean, how can you? The only thing restaurants in this world should want to do is hire somebody overqualified. Exactly. If somebody in front of me is interviewing and they're overqualified, you're in. Yeah. You're in. The only thing that's going to stop you is if you want you want that brass ring. That might be, you do have budgets. We all know the budgets, budget world. But I mean, overqualified is just crap. It's the worst excuse in the whole world. By the way, anybody who uses that excuse, and all you restaurant operators, owners, whatever, that you're overqualified, go to hell. It's BS, and I know it is.
And he's
Don't
being,
ever use
and
it.
he's being nice right now.
Oh, I am. Because I think I was saying too much over the last couple of episodes. How about this? The stupid bell. Oh, hate that bell. Just so you know, I'm still on the crusade to get rid of the bell. It's going to happen. Lawsuits are coming everywhere across the country. This bell. All right, I'm done with the bell for today. But I also wanted to talk to you because, you know, we always have these bizarre things that we always come about in our world. And I have to touch on a few things because I used to work at a place called the Millerage Inn in Jericho. And at that time it was, and I'm not going to give a date, so I don't want to date myself, but at that time it was one of the busiest, and it was a premier location on Long Island.
Love it.
We used to do 4,000 dinners on Mother's Day. During the holiday season, it was even tough to get in. The average was like 2,500, 3,000 a night there. But what came with that amount of people came with, there was always like an ambulance in the driveway, like maybe 7 times a week. There was an ambulance there. You know, you always get the call saying, you know, my grandmother, she's dying at the table. We need help. Yeah, somebody. And I would always get the call for anything, whether someone needed the Heimlich or somebody passed out in their soup. And, you know, after being with the ambulances or the paramedics, you get to know the you know, the questions to ask everybody. All of a sudden, you know, it's like, what was that? Sound like a speaker.
I had a pretty crazy experience.
Wait, I think somebody's trying to contact us from the other side.
I got it.
Oh, yeah?
I know what it was.
You got the message, right?
Yeah,
I got the message. That's for another episode. But you learn the questions to start asking when people pass out at the table, because you know they're either on blood pressure medication or whatever and this and that. But the reason why I'm bringing it up, because it's getting long and stupid, is because I never realized how quick your family's going to let you die at a table because they want to get up and get a manager to help their family member. They'll let you die at the table. And I'm always like, you're not going to, if someone's choking at the table, you're not going to help them? You're going to run up and get a manager? Like, you're not going to help them? You're going to get me? You're going to put that pressure?
I worked at a steakhouse once in Syosset. I won't name the name. But,
say it! He didn't say the name.
It was a Rusty Scupper.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I feel much better.
And there was an older couple that came in for dinner, and I guess the lady didn't chew her food well. She started choking. She like passed out at the table. The husband got up. He took his plate, got up, and moved to the next table.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna finish my dinner if you don't mind.
Isn't it unbelievable though? I'm like, you're not gonna help them? They're choking at the table. You're not gonna help your own family member? You gotta be out of your mind. And I had a guy come up to me one time, same place, and this is when the Murphys owned it, by the way, so you know. And this was years going back. Guy comes up to me, and I gotta tell you, the fact that he did this leads me to believe, all right, I'm gonna leave my table so no one thinks there's a problem. And he just is pointing to his mouth, and I'm like, all right, so I go behind him, I do the Heimlich, and this clop of stuff comes out of his mouth. I was like, oh my, but he turned around and goes, well, thank you. But he had enough sense while he had this thing enlarged in his throat to get up and come get my help. But it doesn't negate the fact that nobody wants to help their family members at the table. I can't even believe it. Like, it's mind-blowing to me, don't you think?
Well, you know, I went past there. What happened to the place? It's all temporary fence around. Homeless.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's the whole village. Remember, it was all small.
Yeah.
Yo, either bankrupt, foreclosure, I don't know. It's gates.
I know it was somebody from Greenport on the Nautical Mile had purchased it, and I know they were trying to make a go of it, but I guess that place
needed a lot of work.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun
You
there.
want to talk about roaches?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I interviewed over there once. I was like,
now.
We had
Whoa,
exterminators.
wait.
We had exterminators coming one time. They had us go outside to watch the roaches.
they thought the wall was moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
Disgusting.
Wait.
Frank's got a story.
Well, the story is, you fed me there.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now?
I'm not saying it was in the food.
I'm just saying, you can at least let me know. Not 20 years later. Hey, well, by the way, yeah, I told you to come on back.
Also, what happened, you would get your steaks, prime rib. It was mostly prime rib because everything was sliced, pot roast, prime rib there. They would send it back to get cut up into little pieces.
I don't think I want to hear anymore.
And I'm like, nobody at the table can cut your meat up. You got to send it back to the kitchen. Are you kidding me? What the hell? What world are we living in right now?
Now, also, what's going on with the Bonwood Inn? I love that spot too.
Yeah.
Done.
Dude, I don't understand. Well,
Bonwood Inn is in Comac. It's been an institution for 50
the
years.
Tunicis own it.
Yeah.
And I remember the two brothers.
I was there.
Yes, you were there.
Yeah.
He brought me in there again.
Yeah.
And Anastasia.
And you know Anastasia. I went to her other spot. What was that little bar in Deer Park?
What was that?
Park Place.
Just the Park Place. Oh, did you?
They did for a while there.
Okay. Oh my God. I love the Bonwood Inn. That was a fun place.
Really nice, and I think they all meant well.
We set up their brunch over
Yeah, that brunch.
Right,
I know.
yeah.
I ate a lot of brunches there.
That's funny. Wow.
It was great. I love
You
that
guys
spot.
are dating. I can't believe how old you guys are.
And you're the one that called us.
Exactly.
And I brought it up. I don't remember when I brought it up, but like I started out with you guys.
Right.
It's like I started out with you. Well, what were you, 10? You were DJing in my nightclub, and I started out with you with 56 Fighter Group, and I was maybe
Not 56.
19.
Listen,
You were 40, I was 19. And now here we all are again.
It's
weird how the world works.
all those good places are done.
Yeah.
And it'll never, ever be any other place like that.
No.
56 Fighter Group, which if you've never been there, sorry.
Legendary.
Yeah, really.
That place is the Bonwood Inn, same thing. Oh my God, Sundays.
Yeah.
Sundays was the best. The brunch,
Yeah.
I love that spot. Oh man.
You can go down.
Fridays. You can just go down.
We were at Rothman's.
Rossman's is gone.
You were at New Hyde Park Inn. I mean, it just goes on and on. It's
Efron's. Well,
Hebron, Brennan's. Hey. Again, if you haven't been there, sorry.
But there's a new world in New York now.
Yeah, no one's there.
Yeah, but nobody's in New York. But marijuana has become legal today.
Marijuana's in.
So
that's probably good for the people that smoke it.
Some of the ones that got locked up for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because now they're about to get out.
Figure out what to do with all that.
Yeah.
Oh crap, we gotta let them out. Yeah.
Yeah, I got arrested for 3 joints. Now I gotta let that guy out of there.
I don't smoke.
So
I just own a lot of stock in it. And that's why I'm like, woohoo! Legalized, baby. It's legalized. I don't even know. Like Bob Marley was way ahead of his time, man. Way ahead of his time. That guy was brilliant. But But anyway, so listen, it's a hard world out there right now, and for the executive chef, I mean, or even the director of food and beverage, all those executive level positions. I'm not sure if they're even going to exist for a long time. I mean, does anybody want to lay out that money right now? I don't care about the PPP money.
Well, they're just as unsure
Yeah.
as everybody else. You
Yeah.
know? But they want to move forward with their business, but they're unsure where they should spend their money.
Yeah. But you know what the problem is that they're going to let people sit like you with the talent to save them money, because you end up saving people more money, kind of like what I do also. And for the money they're going to lay out early, they can have you in there saving them money now. and that's
But
it's unfortunate.
But again, it don't make sense because if the quality of the food is not there, you're not getting the people in it.
No.
Okay?
No.
Because remember, bad food, game over.
Yeah.
If you can't keep your food up to par, okay, to survive right now at, what are we at, 75%?
Bullshit,
You don't lose
75%.
anyway.
It's not 75%.
It is 75%.
No, it is 75%, but it's not really 75%. It's like
that's
a
true
load of
too.
crap.
It is.
But let me ask you this question, and this is a very good possibility. You saw what happened in Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miami got inundated by people.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only warm place besides Texas that had no restrictions. Everybody in the country, because it's the number one spring break place in the country anyway. So the whole country flocked to that place, and they couldn't handle it. Now, if the restrictions lift, do you think there's a possibility? Now, Long Island, the Hamptons is a big tourist spot.
I think people are going to go eat.
You think? I think it might happen here.
It's going to be the roaring 20s all over.
Absolutely. And I think it might be nuts out in the Hamptons, Montauk. They might get killed. What do you think? Because in the summertime, it's the number one destination out there. Well, maybe not the number one destination, but it's a heavy hitter destination.
Well, everybody's using
the number one fishing place
in
the world out there in Montauk.
Everybody's using the lockdown as an excuse to break loose.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
they're doing it already.
But can you imagine what happened in Miami happens out Hamptons, Montauk this summer?
Lock the doors. We can't do no more.
yeah. I mean, but it's real because it just happened. Like it's kind of scary if you think about it. But hopefully, they don't just say, "Hey, all right, guys."
I say Fire Island. I say Connecticut, Fire Island will get impacted. Greenport, Nautical Mile, definitely.
Hamptons, Montauk.
Nah, you know what? Montauk was changing a while. Remember, they started locking it down when it got crazy.
Yeah.
Then the cops started to be really, really bad.
Right.
They don't go where the cops are a little, lackadaisy.
Yeah.
Fire Island, even though that's not really lackadaisy, but there's so many people there, they don't give a crap anyway. Unless it's a fight. We've been over there many times. Okay. And that's the way I just think it's going to go that route. Everybody's going to rent more houses on Fire Island, Davis Park, stuff like that. I don't think Montauk is on a fishing and boating. Yeah. For that nightlife that it was when it was on the news like that. I don't think so. I think they don't lock that down. What bars are over there anymore?
Where on Fire Island?
On in Montauk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You got the Tuna. Yeah. I think they closed. There's a couple.
I think everybody's still out there. I went over one time. I took a trip in the middle of the pandemic when the restaurants were just doing takeout. Took a trip out there, and nobody was out there, but everybody who was out there was doing the right thing. Had masks on. It seemed like everybody was still, open and doing takeout, but it wasn't anything. It was not a lot of bodies out there. But I hope this changes. I hope something happens. I hope our business somehow figures it out, and they want the good people, and are they going to pay the big dollar for it? I'm not so sure. We might take it on the chin a little bit and go from there. I don't know. But check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on 86this.net. Chew's doing all his mindful eating, his meal kits. Chew, where can anyone order this food? Because I got to tell you, we get my father gets these meals sent to him. He delivers, which is he'll take it right to your doorstep. All these great meals. In fact, I wish I had the menu up right now because they're all great. I know you have crab stuffed flounder. You have all types of things.
We do a lot of seafood. We do some steak, some pork, some chicken, but it's all healthy eats. We don't cook with any dairy, any sugar, very little salt.
And where can they contact you if they wanted to order these meals?
My email address is jachew34@gmail.com.
And that's about it, everyone. We're gonna 86 this. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Frankie, for hosting us always. Love you, man.
Love you.